Maybe.
Hi! Are we live? Yes?
Yeah.
All good? Hey, everybody! We're back! More space games! It is the evening times.
Oh,
Welcome to the crew of the Glove Molotov going on various space adventures in the Stars Without Number system. Is everybody excited to do a heist?
Yeah.
I'll say yes, but this
Heist.
never works out well for me, so...
Well, you've got space magic.
Yeah, but I always end up being the one that, like, gets taken down first.
Then
Heist,
hide your
heist,
space
baby.
magic.
Except for the last time that we had a fight.
Heist, heist, baby.
Cold to cold.
It would just, hide.
Okay. So, now I get to describe to all of you what happened last time. When last we saw our heroes, as I like to put it,
here.
they were hiding out in the secret base beneath an old folks' home, trying to iron out some of the details on various plans, while also just composing themselves for what lies ahead. Pim finally revealed more information based on what he has been spending so much time working on, and after an in-depth conversation, found a bit more of a healthy moral balance, thanks to Catalina and Lockie talking him down from drugging a lot of the population of Yakuto.
Let's not sugarcoat it. He was planning genocide.
Yes. But now he has assigned both Catalina and Lucky as two of his overseers, which is a very flattering and interesting thing to do. Meanwhile, Darius was doing some dealings of his own, and after feeling a bit out of sorts as a result of his associate Sparks doing something he deemed not okay, which was hacking into the Milan and downloading some of his data, he was thinking about maybe not having Sparks continue to be alive. But he listened to what Sparks had to say and told him to proceed with his plan. What was also revealed thanks to Sparks is that the mysterious individual Yusuf Hana had dealings with the mid-level military technician that the party killed the session prior. It seems that while the file was mostly redacted, Hana was demonstrating some experimental technology, and certain pieces of information had to be divulged to this technician to make things run smoothly. The party have that information, and Sparks has sent it to all interested, which is probably the entire party. So you will have that information too if you care to go through it. After that, though, it is... Oh, I believe also today, or in the previous session, Lockie went and planted his railgun in place, aiming down at the heist. He had a bit of a run-in with one of the guards who found the door to the maintenance area open and was curious as to what he was doing. But fortunately, Pim was able to step in and pretend to be his supervisor, and did a pretty decent job persuading him to not escalate this any further right away. So the partially assembled railgun and its mount are in place on the roof. All Lockie has to do is get back up there the day of, or night of, I suppose, reassemble it, and then go back to wherever the heist is taking place. And of course, while all this was happening, Dimitri and Dr. Charles were sitting in the library, either drinking or doing some casual reading, because sometimes things can be stressful, and it's nice to just take some time for yourself now and again.
Well, perhaps we were doing both.
And at the end of last session, Catalina, Lockie, and Pim went out to go drinking. And
Yes, you did. You went to have some raucous fun on a very dangerous planet. I love it. Okay, so assuming that your drunken frivolities went decently well, I am considering doing a bit of a cheeky time skip, and unless anybody has any of the preparations they wish to make, I may jump us straight ahead to the evening of the heist. Any objections?
Not unless the guys wanted to do something.
Yes. So if there is anything you were hoping to be able to try to achieve that is in relation to heist preparations to have available while you're doing heist things, please speak now.
Catalina will check on Ivan and see... Ivan, sorry. And see if he managed to get the uniforms going for her and Lockie.
Right. What kind of uniforms were you hoping for?
The maintenance ones.
Yes. Okay. So probably the day of the heist, probably midday or early afternoon, he would be able to provide those for you. He was up late working on them, but he has uniforms to your size specifications. Okay. Any other prep being made?
A question: Will Lockie be going in with power armor or no?
No.
Okay.
Okay, in that case, Pim will probably go in as Echo.
Fair enough. Heavens no. Don't mind me, I'm doing some cheeky last minute.
Being in power armor is probably going to be a little obvious that something's up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit
And-
conspicuous, you can walk around.
Yeah. I was more thinking if Pim was to ride along with you, but in this case, he might just have to fit
Well-
in where he can.
Pim could always come in the scarab and hide as a briefcase or toolbox.
Yeah, that's possible. The scarab is what he goes between armatures in, so
It depends what kind of utility you want to have.
it all depends on what's required. At the moment, jacking into the videos, screens, and billboards is the current plan for him. So
yeah.
scarab might be helpful.
Very true.
I might just go to a restroom in one of the neighbouring buildings, pop a vent open, and then get the scarab to just scuttle in.
Okay. Right. It's not great, but it'll do. Save map. Go to export, don't mind me.
Fidget
Everyone mind him.
You guys can't see it, but Fidget is right here, and she's sniffing at my keyboard, not because she smells something. I usually have a pen or a pencil or something stashed in between my keys on my keyboard, and she's trying to find it so she can steal it. I moved it because she kept stealing it, and I kept finding them in her little play corner down there in the morning, because she'd play with it overnight.
That's what happens.
Yeah, she's trying to find it. She can't find it. Oh, fine. I give in.
No, don't!
Like, where's
Give
my
in to the
toys,
king.
man?
Come on, just give me the cutest look, alright? There you go. Or do you want the
You're too
paintbrush?
good to have.
She's looking at me like, that's not what's meant to be there.
Okay, so Pim has his own plans in mind. So let's say it's like 5 p.m. It is going to get dark in a few hours' time, and the convoy itself is going to move out at 10 p.m. What's everybody doing?
Waiting for
I'm
instructions.
gonna be-
I will
And-
go into the neighbouring building.
I'm going to be going to prep up on the roof. Get the railgun mounted up properly and ready to go.
Okay.
I shall go into the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Catalina will also be going to the roof with her briefcase.
Darius, what will you be doing? Will you be turning into what's his name?
Bless you.
I think God sneezed.
Good sort.
I am your god now.
Oh, it's the sneeze.
Charles will be changing Darius into someone else.
Or
Very
I could
small
just
feat.
not, and we could save it for another point in time. I don't know. This is Loki's plan.
This is your mission, mate. You give the go-ahead.
Christian,
Up to you guys. As long as you stay within the 100 kilometers of me, the change that I make will continue. Any further than that, you will revert back to yourself. And to be completely honest, I don't know how much this is going to hurt.
I thought it was planned so that you could get inside. No?
Yes.
No.
But it's up to Darius whether or not he wants to go through with it.
I didn't make a plan. I just thought gather resources and go with Loki's plan because I gave it to the tactically minded too.
But you were the one who suggested we could find someone to get a blood sample, and then the technician who is now currently stinking up the elevator shaft.
I think that's our honest best chance of getting in.
Okay, but if we don't do this, Darius, how do you plan to get into the back of the truck?
No idea.
Didn't you guys spend like hours planning this the other night? Heck.
Well, we never really settled on a plan.
Well, is no better time like now to make decision and just go with it. We're running out of time, no?
So you make main plan, you make backup plan, you make backup to backup plan, and then you see what happens.
Alright, fuck it. Let's do it.
You'll have to wait until it's closer to the time of stopping.
Let's see if we
the
can
car.
get you on there beforehand.
Why? How long does it last?
And currently, it will take a dose of regalia, which lasts an hour.
But how long does the transformation last?
The hour. That's how long I have enough psychic power to maintain it.
Ah.
I'd really rather keep the doses to a minimum if I can.
We're gonna have to sight the convoy, see if it'll open up an opportunity to get on board, if they've got a chase in the lead car or not.
And do you know how fast it is?
No, not yet.
No, I mean to do.
The transformation, I think he means.
Probably about a minute.
I mean, we can stall them for a minute. That's easy enough.
Have you got that propaganda set up for the billboards?
No. But if you're going to the rooftop, I guess I could accompany you and go from there.
We are not.
Rory, when we were at the mall, did it have external advertising?
I feel like it probably would, yeah. And there are other billboards kind of along the full length of the street before you get to that point as well.
I was going to say, are we talking Times Square, or are we talking just Melbourne?
It's probably like how
Or New
Melbourne
Tokyo or
Central
something?
has like signs up outside. Like my mental image for this shopping center is very Melbourne Central because it's my best point of reference. So that's how I'm doing it. I haven't been to enough other big shopping centers in any Arabic countries that weren't airports.
Yes.
I was traveling to England via like Dubai.
Dubai. Yeah. I've been to Dubai as well.
Mm-hmm. So yes, there are various potentially hackable billboards along the main long straight road that this convoy is going to be taking.
So I think we sight the convoy on the way out of the compound and see if we can go with option A, which was to try and get you on board at that corner.
All right.
Okay, so so the immediate prep being done is Lucky and Catalina are going back to the shopping center to get the railgun set up, while Pim goes and gets eyes on various billboards and tries to plant propaganda in them for later use.
Yeah, Catalina and Lockie are basically the extraction crew, and 2 worst case scenario crew.
Hmm. Fair
We'll
enough.
create a distraction.
Mm.
Distraction boss.
Otherwise, when Darius gets to that point, all he has to do is we can organize like I just kind of imagine there's like a thing. Shit.
Thing.
What thing? Like a
I think
cable?
Kieran,
Yeah,
Or-
like a cable, and we just pull him up.
Well, there
But
is such a
words
thing.
are failing me.
There is such a thing as a grapnel launcher in these games. So in
That's the
theory,
thing. Grappling hook.
if Darius takes one of those with him, he could fire it up at the overpass as he goes underneath, and then just pull himself up and off the top of the vehicle. Potentially.
Hmm. That
Okay.
could work.
So,
Just need to fry all the cameras.
Yeah.
For the block.
So, Catalina and Lockie are making their way back towards the shopping center. And you are dressed in maintenance uniforms, yes? Okay. So you are you are basically doing the same thing you did previously, Lockie, which was just walking around going, dum-de-dum-de-dum, look at me, nothing to see here. I'm clearly here for a reason. And just trying to blend in.
Except with Catalina this time, and she actually knows the mall, so...
Indeed. So, hang on. Catalina... Ash, you are not in Roll20.
No, it I was in it. It wasn't showing everyone else in it, so I had to restart it.
All good. Okay, I have put you both on that scene.
Have you? Oh yeah, but I'm not actually physically there.
It's because I have been dealing with stuff. I say to thee, boop. What do you mean there's no room for like a... Oh, this account is very full, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. You know, find a map to purge.
do you still love Molotov?
No. I'll get rid of you.
First couple of planets we went to?
I ditched... Oh, I just deleted something. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, you'll do. Delete. Delete.
If we subscribe, does it increase our storage?
Yes.
We should do that.
Yes.
You should probably subscribe at some point then.
I have been aggressively deleting things for a while to make space for new stuff.
If everyone's okay with using the stream funds, we can do it.
Hecken, I don't even... I'm doing my best. Is Mara still useful? There's 2 copies of the Asmara? No, you're in. Thank you. You are huge.
Are you calling me fat?
Can't see name.
No. That's because I have not done anything to this. Catalina Sokolo.
Catalina and
Oh,
Lockie.
Sokolokolokolov.
Done. So actually, no, I will...
I was gonna say, you probably don't need her last name because it's very long.
It does it by default.
That's fair.
Okay, so the 2 of you are making your way through the shopping center. It is currently probably around 5:30, so things are beginning to get a bit quieter. But there's still some people around. There are security personnel in the not so immediate vicinity, just doing their business.
I feel like Catalina would also have some old paperwork from back when she was doing her missions on this planet with the crew, which is basically maintenance paperwork. Like, just her qualifications and her licenses.
Okay, as if to say, look, I'm qualified to do these things. Here's what I work for. So yeah. You probably have like paperwork
Credentials.
saying that you work for Stumble and Fall maintenance company, things like that, and probably falsified credentials from Sparks, who did a pretty good job at making them. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, so you have that on hand and can just say that Lockie is your apprentice. So the two of you are able to head inside. No trouble at all, because it's a shopping center, and who's going to stop you? And you can go up several flights and make it to this door. Now, Lockie, when last you were at this door, you broke it.
Yes.
To get inside, and you are currently standing at that very same door, going, "Oh no." Because it seems like in the time since you've been away, that they've had somebody come in and install a new door with a newer, more durable lock.
Okay.
Can Catalina try and pick it?
She certainly can. Please roll me dexterity with something.
Profession?
Actually, yes. I would say profession is perfect. And Lockie, while she's doing this, can you please roll me a perception check?
Yes. That is a 6.
Okay.
So not the best.
Profession. Oh.
10 in total.
10 total? That is probably more than enough. You pull out a meta tool from your waistband, select the appropriate pieces, and after not but a few moments, you go, and it just clicks open, and the door is open. Lockie, you get distracted by somebody walking by with a very tall ice cream.
Okay.
And go, ooh, a big ice cream. I don't know, just like an ice cream cone with like 3-4 scoops high.
Well, I did also find the roof access outside as well.
Sorry?
I did also find the roof access outside as well that we could also potentially take.
Yes, but Catalina has been able to pick this lock. And...
Yeah,
Catalina, like,
I was just saying, like, it's another option to us.
all good.
jiggles
And
it
I just
open,
rolled,
gets it. Sorry.
I just rolled a nat 20 on behalf of both of you in lieu of a luck save. So you don't get interrupted. You're good.
She opens it slightly and then elbows him. Don't get distracted. Come on.
I mean, alright. Yeah, fair.
Leads him up.
Okay. The two of you.
She's got her briefcase, by the way.
Yes. I know what's in the briefcase.
Good.
Making your way outside to the roof. Do I have a different map for this? No, I really don't. Hang on a second. I'm gonna
Explosions. Explosions. Explosions.
draw a roof over this area just to give you an indication of the size. So it's on a bit of an it's on an angle, but that's basically the roof. So it's on a 35-degree angle. You've come out of a ladder over here.
Is it a slanted roof? Like
Yes.
Like that?
So the angle's about here. So it does take effort to be not falling off. That's okay. Lockie, your gun is mounted. I think you said you were going to put it as flush to the wall as possible to avoid suspicion. So the mount is around here, and its body is just like aiming in that direction. So you're up there, haven't really attracted attention, and now you can get to work assembling it.
Yep. And I shall do just that.
Catalina will also start assembling her equipment.
Okay. So you crack open cases and start a satisfying series of just like snapping pieces of metal together.
She is excited to use her new big gun. Ah.
It will be glorious. Is there an actual appropriate piece of imagery for a railgun?
Uber Widget has reminded us to hydrate.
Yes.
You know what? Not a railgun, just because it's funny. I'm
A
gonna give you
cannon.
a cannon. Here you go. That is the stand-in for your railgun.
Yeah.
It was that or a chainsaw.
Also, did I say widget instead of wicket?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad my dyslexia is still, you know, doing the thing.
A+. Oh, good. Okay, so you two are currently in place and can function as the extraction team. Are you two just going to wait up there until the mission starts?
Yeah, I don't think there's much we can do down on the ground to actually get Darius in.
Okay,
We're the end of the line. We're not the beginning of the line.
absolutely. So the two of you are there. Ivan has inevitably packed like bag lunches for both of you, so you can be up there and just like have drinks and snacks as you wait for the mission to start.
Yep.
Okay. Now we are going to move on to Pim, who is currently trying to enter buildings and get things in order. Mhm.
All right, so let's have a look, shall we? I'm not on the heist map. I'm still in the thing.
No, because I don't actually have a map for like the length of the street because I wasn't sure how relevant it would be. I'm beginning to regret that decision, but that's fine.
Okay, well, you know that the building, the high-rise
we
office
can
building you
extend it.
suggested,
Yes?
the one you said had the largest billboard.
Actually, yes, I have a map for that.
Mm-hmm. That's where Pim's going.
Boop. And I'll bring over. Not Christian. You go up there. I'll bring over Alice as she is on camera.
Mhm.
So. Oh, that's not there yet. So I was a bit. I was a bit sloppy and a bit of a rush. But basically, this is. You two can go over here again. Apologies for me throwing you around and forcibly
It's okay, I'm only getting dizzy.
loading big maps. Basically,
Jeez.
this location is the office building across from the temple, the like insertion point that you guys had chosen to get people in.
Yeah, and that's where the large billboard is on the side of.
I think the large billboard is probably here, so it's on one of the buildings on the corner that could be seen from the road, which
All right.
seems like a good insertion point.
Well,
Yes, I'm gonna.
if it's changed places, I will go to the building with the biggest billboard.
Oh, good. Let's get you a heckin' Pim, shall we? Okay. Molotov old map is so long since we've been to Glove Molotov map. I just use it as a place to store all of the people minis at this point. Okay, so I have placed you on the big map. You are in the bottom right-hand corner. That building contains within it the means to get up and to do the cheeky hacks.
Cool. Going in through the front door.
Okay. You walk on inside. you probably end up going through one of those like big rotating thingy doodads, like the weird spiral doors as you go inside. And there's a very minimalistic but comfortably appointed lobby where it's like not much art on the walls, but very like very artsy looking furniture, like chairs and sofas and things like that. And then just across from you is like the main desk with two concierges sitting there just typing away. And then there's a few people who probably work or live in this building just coming and going.
Programming, changing accent to match outfits. I'm going to walk up to reception if I can.
Okay. Hello?
Hello
Good afternoon,
there.
sir. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm here to find out about how to say in native. I got reviewed to see if you have any problems with your computing systems. I have some documentation here.
Of course. Are you here to speak to one of our tenants or to the building management?
Building management, please.
Okay. I will have a look at your documents then.
Very well. I'm going to hand him the documents.
Okay.
And
please,
quickly say before that, while you read these, do you mind if I pop off to the bathroom?
You want to just leave your sensitive documentation with me and go to the bathroom? No, I think I'll make sure that these are in order first.
Very well.
So, can you please make me a computer's roll as an indicator of your pre-generated false identity?
Well, I rolled a 6 and a 3, and I've got 1 in computers and 1 in intelligence, so that's 11.
Solid. See if this person's paying attention. He is, but not enough.
Okay.
I rolled a 10, just so you know.
Whoa, close.
Very, very close. He gives them a once over and says, "Okay." And since you have done random generating and are speaking in an English accent, I'm going to assign you a false name from the English names rolling table.
I actually had an idea for an English.
Then please tell me.
Bond. Jack Bond.
Okay. This individual looks up at you and says, "Okay, well, Mr. Bond, everything appears to be in order. I will just call the building. I will just call building management, and they can see about escorting you up to their offices for a more in-depth conversation."
Fair. Can I go to the toilet first, though? I don't think this meeting will go well if I'm fidgeting.
You should be able to go to the bathroom in the offices. Unfortunately, we don't have any bathrooms available in this area that aren't behind security.
Splendid. Thank you.
Okay. He picks up the phone, dials a number, like, yes? Uh-huh. Yes, Bond. Jack Bond. Yeah, I know. You don't? Oh, well, he has the paperwork. I mean, he seems pretty determined. Perhaps you can come down and talk to him. Okay. Okay. Goodbye. Hangs up and says, "He'll be down in just a moment."
Okay.
After a few minutes of awkward silence where the concierge is still continuing to try and get work done, somebody emerges from one of the elevators off to the left of the lobby, is wearing what appears to be some kind of business management uniform and has like the number of the building you're in like on a pin on the lapel of like a nice blazer. Walks out and says, "Yes, hello. My name is..." Where's my... Randomly generating NPCs on the fly because it's more fun that way. 76. Feel like I've used that name before. Going again. 58. Yes. This person walks out and says, "Hello, my name is Mustafa Nazir. It is nice to meet you."
Oh, okay.
Hi. I rolled a name.
I was just like, Mustafa, got it. Simba. All right.
Can't ignore it.
Mufasa. Mufasa.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Mufasa,
more Austin
wah!
Powers because one of the assassins in that is Mustafa.
Oh, I just thought of Mufasa. You know, when the
Yeah.
hyenas are all like, Mufasa! Mufasa!
So-
Mufasa!
Yeah. Anyway, he's just going to kind of roll his jaw because he's
Mhm.
not used to speaking with this thick of an accent, and he kind of wonders how Charles does it. And then quickly switches his gaze. He goes, yes, I'm here to take a look at your computer system again. No, nothing too fancy, just some of the recent video logs. We want to make sure that everything's in order and up to date.
Oh, I see. Now, we don't have any record of you being here for an appointment. Who exactly is it that sent you?
Well, the foreign exchange in terms of out-of-this video systems using pre-tech technology, or using that in this building, correct?
Yes, we are. It's pretty rudimentary.
Yes, well, I'm here to have a look at it. And if you're telling me I'm not in your system, if I have to go back and say that all of these issues were caused by something not being in your system, I can tell you my management won't be very happy.
Please roll me persuade with charisma.
Now would be the time, Alice.
Okay, 2d6s? No, wait, yeah, 6s?
Yes.
Yeah,
2d6.
No, I'm so sorry!
Ooh.
Why do you let me do this?
Why do you always roll so horribly? I don't get it.
He kind
I'm cursed, man. I'm sorry.
of Mustafa kind of raises an eyebrow and says, "I'm sorry, Mr. Bond, but we have to be very careful who we allow into some of the more secure areas of this building. It's our job to keep things secure, and if our clients knew that people were just walking around willy-nilly without proper clearance, it might get a bit awkward."
So just walking around willy-nilly with proper paperwork.
Yes,
I
yes.
see.
This
Is there a
says-
time to reschedule then?
This paperwork says that you have an appointment here, but we don't have that same paperwork on file with us. I'm just trying to understand where the disconnect has occurred. Who did you speak to in your organization who sent you here? Perhaps I can give them a call and we can try and iron this out.
His name is Barker. Hold on, I'll give you his number.
Oh, okay. I would appreciate that.
Cool. I'm going to give him Charles's number.
Okay.
Hello, father.
With no
I just
prior-
sent a text, by the way, through my brain because I'm a robot. Sent a text to Charles saying, "You're about to get a call. Play along."
Okay. You.
I feel like
Dr.
that's Charles's nightmare from Pim.
So what are you currently doing in anticipation for this heist, aside from just relaxing?
Probably just waiting around the old folks home, waiting to leave.
Okay. So you've got your bags packed, your gear's ready, you're just there with nervous anticipation, and then your compad buzzes to indicate a text, and then quite soon after that begins to ring.
So I'd look at the text as soon as it pops up and
Mm-hmm.
just sort of be like, and then see the ringing, you know, just like, how the fuck am I meant to do this? Did he send the name of
Context?
the
No.
company that? No.
No.
Nah.
He's
Improv.
right along.
Pick up the phone. I'm just like, Charles Barker.
Oh yes. Hello. Hello, Mr. Barker. This is Mustafa Nazir from from 660 Wormwood Road. Brain is just full of things.
Yes.
We have somebody from your company who is requesting access to our computer systems. And he says that you are responsible for making this appointment.
My assistant would make appointments, not myself.
I see. So did you tell your assistants to make an appointment with us?
I believe so. Let me check my messages. Take a minute. And in the moment, I'm gonna be like messaging him, like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
You get a message back pretty quickly after saying, make up a company name, mention pre-tech, mention cameras, try to sound like you know what you're talking about.
I'm just like,
I feel like Charles is the wrong pick. Catalina would have been a better one.
Yeah, but she doesn't have a British accent.
Definitely not.
Very true.
Hello, my
Maybe
name
like-
is Catalina. How can I help?
yes. Apparently, my assistant didn't send out the required details. That's strike 3. That's going to be a fun conversation in the morning.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but we need some kind of more officious clearance aside from just somebody arriving on our front door and saying that they are supposed to have an appointment here. It's a bit out of the blue, and I do apologize if we have potentially missed some kind of communication. But you know, we need to be careful here.
Oh, completely understandable. I am from Elfdus. We're installing new systems in a lot of the buildings around here. Some of it to do with pre-tech, so I was sending out technicians to make sure that the installations had been done properly, and there was no problems with them.
I see. Fair enough. So you believe your assistant just didn't tell us?
Well, I see the messages where I told her to send you the details about it, but apparently it didn't go any further than that.
Dr. Charles, can you please roll me persuasion with charisma?
No?
Yes.
I'm going to have to insist.
For fuck's sake.
If we fail, it's because you're shit.
If we fail, it's because you fucking did this in the first place. Now I've got to remember what I am. Oh, where's roll 20? There we are.
I've got pretty good wisdom.
Yeah. But he's using charisma.
Oh, yeah. He's crap at that.
I got a 10, which makes it a 9 because I have a -1
Ooh.
in persuasion.
That's not bad. That's pretty good
roll
for you.
bad. Roll bad, Rory. Roll bad.
Okay.
Don't use your cursed dice. I mean, blessed dice. Use your cursed dice. He
I
rolled
used my
double
regular
sixes.
dice. And I also rolled a 9.
Oh, status
It
quo
makes
is
it
maintained.
I am going to say, for the sake of convenience and good storytelling, that this individual says, I see, well, we won't be able to allow your associate to just be walking around unsupervised. That's very reckless. But we should be able to escort him up to some of our more recently installed systems, under supervision, of course.
Yes, yes. All he needs to do is take some scans and some data logs off the system to make sure that they are functioning without issues.
Okay. I will call one of our technicians, and he can escort him up to the required locations.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry about the confusion. I will be having a conversation with my assistant in the morning.
Understandable. I will speak to you later, potentially.
Very well.
Goodbye. And he hangs up. Now, Pim, you heard exclusively his half of the conversation, perhaps the occasional louder word from Dr. Charles. So you get the impression that whatever he said has worked. So this building manager says, "No, okay, Mr. Bond. Apologies for the delay. We have been able to iron out some of the issues in your employer's system, and I will just call for a technician to escort you up, if that's okay."
Thank you.
Okay, he pulls out a
Tim's
compad.
just going to start rolling his jaw again because he's so not used to using his bottom lip so much.
I'm also going to send a message to Pim saying, we need to have a conversation in the morning.
He's going to send a message back saying, I'll make toast and waffles.
That's a lot of cops. So after a few minutes, a young, like scruffy-looking technician emerges from an elevator and is all like, "Yes, hello, sir. Are you going up to some of the new installations? I've been told to escort and supervise you."
Yes, thank you. Please escort me.
Right this way, and he leads you off towards an elevator. He has like one of those like elasticated key cards that's like attached to a hook on his belt. So you go into the lift. He like swipes the card on a scanner inside and just chooses a floor, and you get carried off to, I'm gonna say, like the 12th floor.
Okay.
And then you step out, and he directs you to like one of the like locked doorways flush with the wall. Pulls out a key, unlocks it, and goes to direct you to go inside.
Yeah, I brought my pre-tech toolkit because I figured if I get in, I need to make it look real.
Sure.
And I figure a pre-tech toolkit is going to look pretty snazzy to anyone who sees it. So we're going straight into the computer room?
He is directing you to go in there, but if you were to be all like, "Can I go to the bathroom first?" I mean, you could.
I did ask earlier that I need to go to the lavatory.
Right, of course. If you'll just go down this hallway and take a left, it should be right there.
Thank you.
I'll be waiting for you.
Some matches. And he goes to the toilet.
I did not need to know that. You hear quietly as you round the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make your way inside the bathroom and can get into one of the stalls. It seems currently unoccupied.
Are there any vents?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Not huge ones though, because I usually don't have them huge. But would they be big enough for the scarab?
Make a luck save.
What is my luck save?
What is your luck save? Let's have a look, shall we? Yeah.
15, so.
Well, that is. I believe you set all your saving throws to just be 15. But it has changed since you've gained levels to be 14 across the board.
Then I made it. Haha.
Excellent. Yes, you are able to find a vent into the air circulation system that is large enough for your scarab to fit inside.
Cool. I'm going to use the pre-tech toolkit to remove some of the bolts holding the vent in.
Okay, you don't need a pre-tech toolkit for that, and using one doesn't make it better. It just means it's specifically used for pre-tech maintenance.
Yeah, but like I didn't exactly bring a screwdriver, so.
Fair enough. You figure it out and make it work, and are able to remove the vent, and then you can just like unbutton your shirt, pull it in your chest, and just have the scarab roll out of your body and start flexing.
And just start robot flexing, like, here we go.
And and as you scuttle away, your echo closes up and just looks like a normal human. So now, if somebody were to come into the bathroom and found your echo, it would just look like you were taking a dump, unbuttoned your shirt, and then died.
Yeah. Well, the door's shut.
Yeah, but if someone starts looking for you and they're all like, "Excuse me, where are you?" and they see feet.
This isn't going to take long anyway.
Okay.
Just long enough.
Using what I could from the observation, I'm going to backtrack towards said security room, and if possible, access any other wires or any cabling that goes through the wall.
Can you please make me an intelligence navigation roll as you are making your way around inside?
I'm not going to have Alice roll it, you know. I don't want to cheat, but at the same token, I also want to do well.
I promise I don't always roll bad. I just always roll bad.
So that's 5 and a 4, minus 1 plus 1, so it's literally just a 5 and a 4.
Okay. It probably takes you the better part of half an hour just wandering around, because you probably have to take some somewhat convoluted paths to get to where you want to go, where it's like go up, cut a hole in the air conditioning vent you're in, crawl out into like a utility shaft, go up and down, find the appropriate floor where the billboard is, and then bust through another vent, find some more cables. It's pretty convoluted, but you are able to get to where you want to be, and because you are AI, you can recall the path back. So you are at a cable that connects to the billboard.
Got it. Stabbing it with a line shunt after I do a hack.
Okay, you perform a hack. Now, what are you? You are attempting to set it up so that it projects propaganda, yes?
I'm setting it to intercept a specific frequency so that it basically shows whatever I want it to show when I activate the line shunt.
Okay.
Give it like a transceiver, so when I send a certain signal, it will start playing said propaganda on the screen.
Okay. Please make me a computers roll.
Intelligence?
Intelligence.
Oh, no, that's not a... Okay. 3 and a 4, so that's still a 9.
Still a 9? Well, since you aren't under any immediate time pressure, you can take 10 minutes and perform a hack to your satisfaction. You do have to do something a bit dirty while you're in there, though. You end up like grabbing one of the cables that carries phone signal and like cross that wire with this wire and basically rig the system up so that when you place a phone call to this building, that is the signal that will trigger this projection.
Okay.
It was the only way to rig it up so that there is a signal coming in from outside that would be able to interface with this, because a lot of these buildings have closed systems. But you have found a workaround.
Cool. All right, I'm going to backtrack and go back to the toilet to see if anyone's performing CPR on me.
Okay. Now, what would happen after you spent? What is it? So,
I did tell the guy to get a match. They probably don't want to come in.
So it took you half an hour to get there, 10 minutes to do the hack, probably like maybe 5 minutes to get back, just because you weren't lost that time. And so it's been about 45 minutes of you allegedly being on the toilet. Now, if I'm a technician and somebody has said, "I'll be right back, I'm just going to the toilet, but it might be a long one," after about 20 minutes, I think I start to get concerned.
I don't know, it usually takes me half an hour to get concerned about Ash sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, some people take a while.
Yeah, but you're just like a random dude who could be doing something sus. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you make your way towards the shaft you came out of, and as you get close, you can hear the sound of a deep voice coming from inside the bathroom, who is speaking in Farsi.
Okay. I'm gonna peek.
Okay, please make me a stealth roll.
You're going to pee? Okay.
Hot damn! Double sixes.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 1. You like poke your little cheeky robot head around the lip, and you can see that the door to the cubicle has been kicked open, and there is a burly-looking security guy standing at the entrance to the door on the phone, and you think you can kind of hear like quiet sobbing from around the corner and out of view.
Cool. I'm gonna insert myself into the echo as stealthily as possible.
Okay, please make me one more stealth
This
roll.
needs to be made on camera as much as I doubt Alice.
God, I'm terrified. Don't let me do this. All right. Okay.
Do
Okay.
it.
Come on, dice. Don't fail me. Oh my God. Why did you let me do this?
Do we have any rerolls banked?
Hey, what bonuses or minuses do you have to stealth?
Really bad ones. Actually, no. Dexterity's fine. It's just
Okay.
stealth, so it's a -1.
Okay.
So it's a 2. I'm so sorry.
I say again, does anyone have a reroll?
So
Can I
this is
buy a reroll? Because
I mean, this was not a good plan. So
this is a security guard. Guard common. The way guards are normally built is quite similar to warriors. And warriors on the stats given in this, just generically, have a -1 to their wisdom.
Okay, so you're gonna try and roll to see if you roll really shit.
Well, here's the thing. I already rolled.
did you roll snake eyes? Oh!
No, it's
Oh.
2.
Yes. And in my style of DMing, when things like this tie, the status quo is maintained. Pim was hidden, and Pim continues to be hidden.
You are one lucky bastard. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry.
You really need to like buy some rigged dice.
No, you do not. So,
I'm sorry.
so, despite all odds saying otherwise, you guttle down the wall, making surreptitious scraping noises as you do, because you did not build this scarab to be super stealthy. You just built the scarab to be an escape pod. Clunk down the wall, but it just so happens that sobbing noise you can hear gets louder and more like at that moment, and the guard at the door walks away and says something that you can probably assume translates roughly to, "Oh, shut up, it doesn't matter."
Hmm.
And
Okay.
then
This guy probably walked into the room and figured that Bond had shit himself to death.
and feels responsible because he was under his supervision, and if only he checked on him sooner, maybe he could have saved him. So this poor technician feels very deeply responsible for what's happened and isn't taking it well. Because that's what I would do if I could have checked on someone sooner, but after half an hour I check on them and I find them dead, I'm gonna feel responsible for their life.
Alright, so I'm gonna insert myself back into my echo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna think about it for a moment and just go as loudly as I can.
Okay. You take a dramatic inhale. The deep voice of the guard stops. You hear a few hasty footsteps, and this guard rounds the corner and sees you, like, catching your breath. He's like, "What? You're alive? What? You had no pulse. What is going on?
Pre-tech. In case of... Does anyone else smell gas?
I mean, it's a bathroom, so yes. What are you talking? How are you alive right now? I checked your pulse 15 minutes ago. You were dead.
It's classified. I'm no longer going to be checking your systems. I need to go to a hospital immediately.
Okay. There's already an ambulance on the way to take care of your body. That they don't normally rush ambulances for dead people, but it should be here soon.
Please escort me to the lobby. Someone else will be sent to replace me.
Please roll me persuasion. Trying to convince him
Alice,
that you are
roll again.
that you somehow contain classified information that causes you to poop yourself to death and then come back to life spontaneously.
No!
Why are you letting me do
this?
this?
At all for me tonight, Alice. At all.
I'm scared for what I have to roll for myself.
See, I rolled a 7.
But if you follow the procedures of emergency, you have to get the patient's consent to do anything.
Well, what this guy is going to do and say, I'm afraid I'm going to need a bit more information than it's classified. Please explain how it is that you are miraculously back to life.
I'm sorry. Are you a security guard or are you a head of... I'm happy to talk to your head of... what do you call it? The CEO or anyone who is privileged to talk about classified pre-tech information, but I'm not going to give it to someone of security.
If you're walking around with classified pre-tech inside you, you're not talking to anybody important until until I can make sure that you're safe to do so.
Fine. It's kind of like a delayed Lazarus patch.
Okay. And what in here caused you to die in the first place?
Don't know. I smelt something that smelt kind of like gasoline or methane.
Yes, it smells like poop in here. Are you saying that...
Actual gas!
Are you saying you were in here for so long that you just passed out due to gas?
No, actual gas, like a gas... Oh.
Yes! Are you saying that a gas leak caused you to pass out because you were in here for so long taking a big dump?
No, not from the dump. Ah! Oh, I can't take this. He's going to take out one of the bioscanners and just start measuring his own vitals.
Okay. Oh, good heavens.
It's like gas leak. How many times does he have to fucking say it?
You're in a bathroom. Why is there gas going to a bathroom?
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck kind of building is this?
What? That doesn't answer the question. Okay, you start to measure your own vitals, and not long after that, two EMTs arrive in the bathroom with you, and they were told to collect a body, and you're just like sitting up, scanning yourself. So they express their own concern as to how it is you're alive, and have their own questions for you. How are you?
So Kit gave us, Agent Kit gave us a reroll.
Oh. Would you like to...
Nah,
okay.
I'm in it for I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Here we go. Where did Chris drop out?
Yeah, he did. I'm not sure why. Perhaps he's having internet issues, because currently it says that he's offline. Oh no,
Okay.
there we go.
Okay. Welcome back.
Cool. Okay,
Right,
so
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
so these EMTs are just like, so, you say there was gas, but perhaps if there was gas, just to be safe, the 5 of us should just leave this place in case there is still gas leaking here, okay?
Exactly what I wanted to do, but ye old Captain Wow wanted me to stay here.
Yes, it's okay. It's okay, Mister. If we can just take him outside of this room and can close the door,
Yeah.
And make sure everybody here is safe. Perhaps it's a leak of carbon monoxide, so it's could be worse than that. Let's all just leave the room for now. And so all five of you, the guard, the two EMTs, the technician, and you, are all kind of shoot out of the bathroom and are just standing in the hallway. And the EMTs also start to scan you.
Everything they bring up is perfectly healthy.
I know. They say, sir, we've seen no evidence of any gas exposure in our scans. Are you sure are you sure that's what happened to you?
I know, remarkable, isn't it? The Lazarus patch pre-tech also had like a Bezoar type effect. I can't believe it brought me back with such minimal damage.
I have a question.
Yes.
Considering that technically, according to them, it's one of my staff members that has perished on their property, would they not have called me?
That's a good point.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I feel like the person the security guard would have been on the phone to at the time that he came back to life was you.
Right.
Because he will have found a body and then had 15 minutes to do stuff. So we'll be okay. Call for an ambulance. Call building management. Check his credentials. Call his employer. So let's backtrack just a bit in the timeline. Pim is still making his way towards his Echo, and Dr. Charles, you get a call. It's not a number you recognize.
Just look at me like, oh, motherfucker. Charles Barker speaking.
Oh yes, hello. This is heckin' random names.
Make you re-roll a character.
It's a new person. It's a random security guard. 91.
This one's Mufasa.
No, I've used that one before. 59. Nose. Don't mind me.
Bless you. Pineapples.
Phew. This person says, "Hello, my name is Timur Rashid. I'm one of these security guards from 660 Wormwood Way. We've just had a member of your staff come and pay us a visit. After about 30 minutes of being unaccounted for, this individual has been found dead in the bathroom stall."
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry to have to break this news to you. We found the body sprawled out on one of the toilets with his shirt entirely unbuttoned and the vent removed, like the cover of the vent removed. It seems like a very unusual and suspicious scene. Yeah, I should also say, for like narrative consistency, you are being spoken to in Farsi, but since you have a translator talk, you can understand him and reply.
One moment. Pull out my phone and just be like, Pim, what the fuck?
You don't have a compound built into the scarab, or do you?
No, he won't get that until he
Yeah,
gets
I
back to his
did.
body.
You did? Oh yes, yes you did.
There is a compad built into the Scarab.
I think
It's also so that he can call Lockie in case his bloody nemesis or robots get destroyed and he needs a quick out.
Yeah, so you are close to your body, and you get a text from Dr. Charles.
You get a text back that says, "Stall him. Tell him that make up some medical bullshit. Say that he's going to be fine. Medical bullshit. Blah blah blah."
Is an ambulance on the way?
Yes, of course. They were the first people I called, but I after explaining to them that this person was dead, I told them not to rush because that's a waste of resources.
Tell them to rush.
Okay, I will call them next. is there any information you would like me to retrieve from the body? Are you going to call next of kin?
Just for now, leave the body alone. There is other things that I can do to help. Don't worry. I'll call back in a bit.
Okay. And then I think you hear over the line, and he goes, "What?" and like hangs up the phone.
And it'd be like I'm gonna start like making up what appears to be a fake document for Lazarus Patch, and it basically 90% of the page is going to be redacted, but it's going to be Elftus Medical Unit signed by Dr. Charles Barker for Lazarus pre-tech delayed Lazarus Patch.
Okay.
Or remotely activated Lazarus Patch.
Okay, cool.
I love it.
So all the while, Pim has been trying to justify what's been going on. You've been hastily preparing this. Please roll me tech medical just to see how well put together your technical jargon is.
Meanwhile, Catalina and Lockie are just chilling out on the roof, having a good time with their lunchbox and beers.
I did not mean to hijack. It was literally supposed to just go in, drop a shunt, go out.
Oh no, it's fine. I just think it's funny because they're just sitting there chilling out, and you guys are like, "Oh shit, fuck!"
Well, here's the thing. I'm basing a lot of my understanding on how people do things in buildings like this, based on my current workplace. So I've had first-hand experience of how they handle situations like this. So I'm going to be honest. What's happening now is very realistic. Congratulations.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna send a copy of that to Pim.
Okay.
And be like, "This is your excuse, and I didn't activate it until after I heard you died." And then, if they need any other information, there to call my office.
Cool. So at this point, once this has been sent through, Pim, you are in the hallway and have been there for a few minutes, just trying to convince them of what's going on, and then your built-in compad buzzes, and you get this file and the information from Dr. Charles.
Who here is the chief officer of the EMTs?
That would be me, says the old-looking woman who's there.
Do you understand that some of the information I'm about to show you is classified, and should you leak it to anyone else, you will be purged by all law?
Sure. Is this in relation to your health?
Correct. So
I understand.
He's going to scoot over to her and show only her the document on his compad with the redacted information and all that.
Okay. She takes a look at it. Tell you what, turns out this young lady has, this woman has a better understanding of pre-tech than would be anticipated initially. She goes over and goes, "Oh, this is very impressive. And you had this on you in case of emergencies?"
Indeed, we at Altus take pre-tech very seriously.
I see. And it says here that it was activated remotely. Oh, clever.
Yes,
Okay.
that doesn't change the fact that there's probably gas inside that bathroom.
Yes, we should probably go. Excuse me, Mr. Guards, shall we? And he goes, "Yes, of course." And then over the next 5 minutes, you were all just hurried into the elevator, and as you're going down, the technician says, "I'm sorry, sir. I think we're going to have to reschedule your visit. Is that okay?"
Yeah, that is completely fine. Here, do you have an account? I'll transfer you 500 credits for your trauma.
"I'm sorry, sir. I'm not allowed to accept gratuities on the job."
Very well. I'm going to go get into the ambulance now and probably take a whole bunch of oxygen.
Okay. And then, ding, you arrive at the ground floor and are taken out, and are probably driven to hospital.
Yeah. As soon as we arrive at the hospital, I'm going to ask to go in through triage because, as it stands, I'm physically healthy.
Okay. So you're probably occupied for a few hours trying to clear up all of this nonsense that's going on, but you should be able to get out of the situation in time to be able to run over with everybody else for the heist.
Cool. I'm just going to message everyone going, the bomb has been planted.
Okay. So, that's been sorted. My God, Mikhail.
I achieved the thing.
You did the thing.
You
It was
achieved the thing with almost getting arrested like all the time.
You're
It was-
taking off infiltration duty, Pim. Like,
I never said I was good at it.
Honestly, that's Catalina's specialty. If you need infiltration, you should be sending her in. Then again, with my
No.
roles, maybe not. Maybe not.
No.
Your rolls today, no.
So,
or you know, I could have just walked outside the building and never walked in.
so what other preparation will be required for the heist by everybody?
Basically, it's just me and Darius getting close enough.
Okay. So
I have no roll because I'm not flying anything.
you have Molly.
I have Molly, but I have no idea what we're doing with her. And
You're making the people inside the vehicle go all fuzzy-headed.
okay, shall I do that from the temple where it would be makes sense for me to be if I was a priest?
Yeah. That's what we agreed on last time, was that you would use Molly to make whoever was inside said convoy, specifically the vehicle that Darius was trying to get into, all gobbledy-loopy, so that...
Considering we've got 20 minutes left, I don't think running the whole thing tonight is going to be a good idea.
We got half an hour.
No, but we can get the ball rolling. So I'm going to move you to there. And we all like, okay.
I got to go with 10 is all.
That's fair enough.
Yes, I understand.
I go, you're already there. You are elsewhere. I take you. And you. And you. Boop. Pushed you here. So, this is the bare bones heckin'. Oh, it's so laggy. But I've done this to myself. Okay. I've broken it. I'm relaunching Roll20 because it freaked out. It's okay. So, we have Pim, Dr. Charles, Darius, and Dimitri are all now standing on the steps of the church in anticipation for planning the heist. It's going to be the convoy is going to pass by in less than an hour. Hey, please roll 20 just work. I say to thee, paste. I'll grab him and move him up. Did it work? Oh, it forgot my copy. That's nice. You're back. Thank you, Roll20, for being of technical excellence. That's fine. I'm just applying a lot of strain to this software with giant, unnecessarily large maps that are to scale.
I think you need to change the map online
Please.
as well.
Paste. No, you should be good. So the center right side of the map is the entrance to the church. there are like small alcoves behind columns to the left and right of the entrance, and the doors at this point would probably be closed for the day. But Dimitri, if your guise was, I'm a priest, you're probably dressed like a Yakutan priest, as opposed to your normal priestly self.
Oh, it's not that much different across the worlds, but
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So, Catalina and Lockie are still waiting up on the roof in anticipation for things going wrong. So the four of you are the insertion team. What do you do?
Wait, Lockie and Catalina are just
Yeah, we're just
chilling on the roof.
oversight.
Yeah. You are on the roof elsewhere, but basically everybody else is now at on the church steps in anticipation for the convoy to be driving past.
Right. Okay.
So, is there any other conversation you wish to do before the convoy
Other than
passes?
Charles calling Pim an idiot. No.
I think Catalina's possibly like, I don't know. Would Lockie mention all of the embarrassing stories that he got from Sparks and Ivan?
Oh yeah, he would definitely have mentioned one or two of them.
She's probably defending herself and like correcting details. No, that's not true. It wasn't like, okay. No, he didn't give you proper context on this one, and it was just, bitter banter.
Which sounds really adorable, especially if you're there with like pack lunches and juice boxes.
Yep, with big giant weaponry that will definitely kill people in one shot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Darius, you probably inevitably have an alarm set on your phone for when the convoy is prepared to roll out, and it begins to ping. So it's go time. Where do you want to be in anticipation for launching this? Because on Yakuta, they drive on the left side of the road, so the church steps are actually a good place for the convoy to pass right by.
That's up to Darius.
Darius?
But I would. Where are we?
You are on the far left side. It's a very big map, I'm sorry, but it's technically to scale.
We can keep moving around. I don't like it.
Everything's huge.
You're a bit quiet, Christian.
Yeah, I'm just trying to move stuff.
Oh, good.
I'd probably take Darius into one of the alcoves and go to start the transformation as soon as we know that the convoy is leaving.
Okay, so you shoo Darius into the alcove. I also think, Darius, you probably would have been given Martha Shandi's clothes by a very disgruntled Ivan.
I've been on mute the whole time, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
Fuck. Yeah, okay, cool.
So I reach into my bag, grab the DNA sample, open it up, and just sort of be like, well, we'll see if this works. Quickly.
Oh my god.
Just
Sorry,
the failure injector.
I just walked outside and there's a branch at head height, right? Where I am. And I walked outside and literally came within 30 centimeters face to face with a goddamn brush tail staring me in the face.
Oh!
Wow.
Adorable.
Okay, sorry. I'm back.
Yes, that's fair enough. That would be a quite alarming sight.
Grab my Regala injector, change it so that it's only one dose, press the button, and concentrate on Metamorph. And then...
Charles, you feel amazing.
Oh, I know.
You feel
And
so
it's
good right now.
not a good thing.
You're on
I
top
Get
of
it. He's
put
addicted.
the DNA,
He did it.
put the DNA sample across my hand, and then just touch it to Darius's face.
So
Okay.
how
Like
long
forehead.
is it?
What?
I imagine I get like 3 words out of. So how long is it gonna?
And
And then
then- and then
immediately.
And then you feel your entire body just sort of go wrong.
Mhm.
All your joints seem like mismatched as your body changes shape.
Yeah, I
Yes.
imagine it would literally have all your bones breaking and reforming. So that's
Perhaps
Not
not breaking
quite.
and reforming, but probably for the speed of the transformation, they get partially liquefied in tactical places. So like your bones would like get liquefied on a plane and then the two new sections because Marta is shorter than you, like slide back together. And as this transformation is occurring, Dr. Charles, you feel like the various parts of his body becoming more strategically dense to compensate for the overall reduced like
Bone structure.
like bone structure and general body mass size. So
Is this hurting him? Is he screaming?
yes, you would.
that's. I'm
absolutely-
not even gonna. I'm not going to foreplay that because I play it out because I imagine it's just a minute of screaming.
It actually it
So I'm
actually
just,
takes less than a minute.
I'm just
which
going
is
to
why it happened.
stand on the steps going,
Praise the sun.
I imagine as the screaming starts, I'm just sort of like, I have enough where to do to like put my hand over his mouth as it's changing. I'm like, sorry about this.
What's especially discomforting as you have your hand over his mouth is you feel like his jaw and his teeth kind of also liquefy. So, but you're like, oh, and like kind of ease off a bit because the pressure you're applying to his mouth is like deforming his entire face unintentionally. You're like, oh no, and then you like
Concentrate again.
and it resets. And I say after about half a minute, the transformation is both fully complete and you have regained enough of your composure to stop screaming. And you look like Matashati. He is a short, middle-aged, balding man.
Sorry about that. I wasn't expecting it to be quite so painful.
I just sort of stand up. Voice, his voice.
Yes. He sounds a bit like Bernie Sanders.
I can't do a Bernie Sanders voice.
That's okay.
just walk around for a bit perhaps to get a feel for his bits.
Mm.
I don't even know what Bernie Sanders sounds like. That's not good.
Like an old white dude.
That's
Mm.
fine.
From Vermont, yeah.
You have transformed into Mata, and your compad pings once again and indicates that the convoy is growing ever closer.
Right. Now what?
I don't know. This is my part. I've just got to stay within distance of you so you don't change back while you're in there. Actually, what's the distance?
100 kilometers.
That's right. I'm pretty sure he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That covers the whole city. So,
So, at this point, Pim, you are probably standing watch, and as you're standing there, you see, flipping, boop, token layer. You see the convoy. It is about to round the corner. Like you're standing there, and you see the hood of a red, like Humvee type vehicle approaching the corner, and you go, oh, it's go time.
Red?
No, I hit the button.
Okay, you hit the button, you place the phone call, and the pre-planted propaganda you purposely positioned in a precarious perch is engaged. Alliteration. And so the convoy will round the corner. I will pivot entire convoy. No, keep on pivoting. Where's the flippin'? Oh, I've broken it.
Good job,
Don't you
Rory.
hate when that happens?
Don't you judge me! I'm the space
What's
master!
going on? Why isn't this? Oh, I'm the reason.
Okay. The convoy rounds the corner and begins to thunder closer and closer. So propaganda is probably like here. They round the corner.
Romney judges you.
Yeah.
Judges
Hey,
you
Romney.
hard.
Judges who now?
Rory.
I'm gonna make a phone call off what's his name's phone,
Mata? Yeah, sure.
and I'm gonna make it back to the military complex.
Okay. You place a call. What kind of official are you calling there? Because that's probably a range of numbers. Like, you could call a general.
I'd probably call tech crew who would have been under Mata.
Okay. Sir, where have you been?
Not important. Tell me, has the package left?
Yeah, it's already on the way out. I'm sorry if there were any other changes we were supposed to make. We hadn't heard from you all day.
Unfortunate, something came up. Can you contact them on the route right now and ask them to stop?
I don't think that'll work. I heard them talking before. They're under orders not to stop. It's meant to be just go go go.
Hmm.
I mean, if there's something you know that's a danger to the mission, perhaps I could tell them that. Is that why you were away?
Trying to resolve something. Tell them to stop at this intersection, and I'll tell them the details of the intersection. I'm there at the moment. I'll see them in a few seconds.
Roll me persuasion, please, because while you are the superior, this is somewhat irregular.
Alice, can you roll that?
Yep. Hey, I'm not always bad. There's a 5 and a 3.
And you have some good pluses, don't you?
I think I'm +1, and charisma's flat. I think. I don't know.
So I rolled 2 6s.
That's fine.
So the person on the phone says, "Sir, I'd love to, but I really don't think they're going to listen to me. It's a high priority job."
I don't particularly pay you to think. Well, I mean, I do, but not about these sort of things. Just fucking call him.
Okay, sure. I'll give it my best. Bye. Hangs up.
I hang up.
So you could have placed that call while the convoy was like going around this corner. So as Pim spots it, the convoy is thundering down and is driving towards the billboard, which is probably in like perfect line of sight to where they are now. They are just driving around. You probably get to like as it goes past.
I was gonna walk out as it went past with a hand held up.
Okay, so it goes past, and as the vehicle is passing, you're all like, "Wait a second," and you can see through the like. Actually, no. I'd say you couldn't see because it's military, so all the windows are tinted. So you walk by with a hand up, and the lead vehicle slows, doesn't stop, but does slow down.
I'm just gonna walk out straight in front of it.
Gets to about here, and really just walk immediately in front of the convoy.
Yep.
Okay, you walk out and we're all like, stop. Probably the passenger side front window opens and there is somebody with with a compact to his ear, just pokes his head out. He's wearing like full tactical gear, and he's like, "Shardy, what are you doing? I'm talking to one of your texts now. They're saying to stop. What is the matter? Get out of the way. This is a high priority job."
Exactly, it's high priority. I need to look at it right now.
Now?
Right now. And I'm gonna text Lockie over the phone, take a shot with the railgun.
Oh,
We're
shit.
not in range yet.
He doesn't have line of sight right now.
Yeah, just shoot something. I don't care what.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Lucky, your compound buzzes. You were like mid cheeky banter conversation with Catalina, and you received a message to just open fire.
Okay. Not seeing the convoy, I'm just going to turn to Catalina and go, where do we make the shot? Where do we make the shot?
Wait, what? Make a shot? Let me
It
see.
wants me to make a shot.
I don't think
Sure,
you
the
should
compass.
make. Should I make a shot?
I mean, railgun will make a lot of noise. Let's do it. And I'm going to aim to kind
But
of
it will
the
give
corner.
away our position.
No, they can't see us yet.
Ugh.
I'm going to aim to the corner just where the convoy should be coming from.
Okay.
And look for something that would probably be visible, like maybe a bin on the side of the road or a post box or whatever fairly large target there is.
Midnight, midnight kebab stand.
There's probably a balcony built into one of the corners of the church with like walls of glass and like pot plants and things where if you shot through the glass it would like cause a big like splash and splatter that would be visible to the convoy.
All right, I'll take that shot. But I also want to try and make it so that it smashes through that, but glances the side of the building as well to like knock some stone down as well. So it's very loud.
Okay,
I mean, it's a railgun, so it should be able to do some damage.
please make an attack roll and take into consideration the modifications you have made to this weapon.
Oh shit, I didn't know it was modified. I was just like shooting into the air or something. I don't care, but you're actually hitting a building.
What did you expect to happen?
I need to quickly find the description of the mod.
Please do, because I don't recall what I told you. I can't remember what the mod was. It's been a bit.
Hold on, it's
I'm
in
gonna
the
love
chat.
if it's something like penetrating. We'll go through Tick 5 armor.
It was something along the line.
It was
Oh my God.
something pretty obscene.
So this has gone from simple snatch and grab to terrorist bombing.
I think I sent it to you on Messenger, did I?
And this was supposed to be a
Yeah,
discreet
no, I've got it
mission.
here, I think.
You got it? Okay, cool.
Like, it was supposed to be in and out, no one knows that you're there. Oh gosh, and everything went to shit so quickly.
The thing is I'm pretty sure I would have caught on that I wasn't convincing enough. The dude in front of me is not particularly buying it, despite who I am. So something's got to sell it.
I mean, he's angry at
Okay,
this
yeah,
intrusion.
I remember this. Alright, so I
Yeah.
have to make a luck save.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what?
It will still fire, it's just... it may not be able to fire again. Alright, cool. 18 for the luck save. It's not blown up this
Okay.
time. However, it is now permanently a -2 to that luck save.
What?
So,
What did you do to
Fucking
this
hell.
thing?
please tell them the name of the mod, Ash.
Irresponsibly built.
So,
What?
my sniper rifle has not been added to my character sheet, so I don't know anything about it.
I'm sorry, I forgot to do that. It
Except that it uses a B cell battery to fire.
On the plus side, my railgun now fires with 48 instead of 3d8. Oh,
you are probably going to hit the building.
yes. Well, I did make... Oh, actually, I didn't actually say my hit, did I? I rolled a 14. I assume it has an AC of 9?
Yes, because it's a building.
So I will hit... that is 34 points of damage.
Oh, fuck. The structural integrity of that building's gone. It's coming down.
I mean, it's a big building, so part of the integrity is going to be a bit compromised. So,
Like the facade just falls off onto the street, yeah?
So when you said you wanted a few rocks to come out in front, did you mean you wanted actual pillars to fall down and slam onto the road?
Look, no.
Romney said, blown apartment.
Oh, Romney, this is why we love you.
Yeah.
I think this is the best representation I can find hastily for debris. So you take a shot, and there is... So, Darius, you're standing out in front of the road, disguised as Marta. You're being verbally berated by this, like, commando-looking dude. He's all like, get out of the damn way, this convoy should not be... And then there's just this tremendous impact that comes from behind you. You're kind of, like, rocked by the force of it, and there is just, like, a burst of dust and other... like dust, glass, broken, destroyed trees and bushes just launched out of the corner of this church as rubble, and probably one of the supporting columns just goes and just crashes across the, like, partially across the road, and yeah.
As that happens, I'm going to throw myself forward onto the ground to make it look like I've been staggered by the blast. Despite it, not expecting that scale, but I'm going to try and, like, graze my face on the ground when I do it or something like that. Play off a bit of injury.
Okay. You can probably do that decently well. It's not hard to try and hurt yourself. I should also say, Pim and Dimitri, you're both on the steps of the church.
I knew you were going to say that.
And Dr. Charles is there as well. What do you do in response to this spontaneous boom that has just rocked the structure you're standing next to?
Instantly my armor comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, subconsciously, I just sort of, like, armor comes up and I throw myself into the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Pim just stands there watching and goes, he didn't clue me in on the creation of this thing.
You know, I hit the deck.
Okay.
I make these toys.
So you just panic and, like, throw yourself down on the stairs to really sell it. Darius, you are able to, like, pull your head up and have, like, a scrape across your brow and your cheek from just being all like, oh god, against the tarmac.
When I get up, I'm going to be intentionally looking like I'm hyperventilating as much as possible.
Okay.
And I'm going to be going, time's up, they're here, quickly, open the van.
Okay. Can you please roll me a persuade roll?
Catalina, Alice.
Okie dokie. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me.
Pray for Mojo.
Nice.
That's 2 5s in case anyone can't see that.
Okay. The guy in the front vehicle just looks forward and he would probably, upon seeing the explosion, would pull his head inside the vehicle for safety, and you probably hear the sound of like a mag rifle being cocked, and probably the rear passenger side door cracks open ajar, and he just booms, "Get in!"
I'm going to text Lockie and Catalina at the same time. Great job, get the fuck out. And send one to Dimitri as well, because it's all internal, so I assume I can do this pretty quick.
With your brain, like, as you're running to the door, I'd say you can do that as you're going, yeah.
Yep. And I'm going to say, Dimitri, can you get Molly to stop them from following where Catalina and Lockie are?
I guess.
Okay.
Catalina and Lita and Lucky look at each other, shrug, I guess, and start picking everything up.
I'm gonna pack up the railgun to get it ready to go. But I'm actually gonna hold position there for the moment, in case we do need like an extraction plan.
More
Okay.
shots, right?
So, Darius, you jump into the back of the lead convoy vehicle disguised as Martha, and immediately the convoy's wheels begin to squeal. All three vehicles just immediately start moving. They start like aggressively. All three vehicles are just like leaning on the horn to warn any other passing vehicles to get out of the damn way. They all veer around the pile of debris that is now in the road in the way. The convoy rounds the corner, and
Wait, hang on. I wasn't going to get in the lead vehicle. I was immediately going to run up to the back of the package vehicle and start banging on the door, basically just saying, I need to look at it now. Now, let me in.
okay. Well then, with and I'd say you would probably be able to pull that off, but the convoy is already starting to move. So the passenger side door of the of the big rig cracks open, and as it drives past, you get pulled in by the guard, because they can't quickly allow you into the back of a lorry while it's moving, and they are only concerned that they should be moving.
Fair enough.
So you are now in the front cab of the lorry, with to your side is a guard, and then the driver who is trundling along. The guard says, "It's time for Plan B," and they trundle down the road across this intersection, but they do not turn down the intended road because fire has just come from that direction. So it seems that in the face of danger, the convoy is taking a backup route that is not down that main road. So, Lockie, as you're there beginning to break down the gun, you glance over and you can probably just barely make out the silhouette of a white lorry just going by, and not coming down the road towards you.
Yep. Yep, we gotta move.
Yep.
Catalina will take her gun and probably try and... Can she try and keep them in her sights and move from across the roof to where she can keep them in her sights?
Okay. So you know this area pretty well, and
she wants to. I want to try and shoot one of the tires.
So are you going to try and shoot at one of the tires as it's crossing over the intersection?
Unless I know of a location I can run to, which I can calculate that they will be potentially crossing roads at. Well, where I can have them in my line of sight.
You have a shot on them now, but currently you are on top of a pretty big shopping center complex that extends from this road to the next main road down. You suspect that might be the road they're going for next, just because it's the next most direct path to their destination.
Do I think I'll have a better shot from that angle,
though? You think? I mean, if you want to shoot at a tire now, you have a shot right now. If you want to be able to fire on them as they're driving down the road, you'll have a better shot if you change locations.
Okay, I want to do the tire now. The problem is I don't have the stats for the gun, so I don't know how many shots it has and yada.
Hang on a second.
I don't know any of its details.
My apologies. That piece of those details slipped my mind. So basically, the stats for the sniper rifle are exactly the same as that of a regular sniper rifle. So it deals 2d8 damage. It has a range of 1,000 to 2,000 meters.
I don't even have a sniper rifle on my thing. That's okay.
Well, good.
He's telling you the stats right now.
Yeah. And the magazine is 1. in a regular sniper rifle, as if to say, okay, you fire a shot, you have to reload. But because it's operated by a B cell battery, I'd say it's probably designed to have to consume a sixth of a shot. So the magazine for a B type battery is 6. So with this weapon, you are easily in ideal range. You have 6 shots. However, if you begin firing with a sniper rifle, because of how it's designed as an energy weapon, it will be apparent where the shot's coming from, because it'll be a big glowing ball of energy going.
That's fine. They already know where it came from, so she's gonna
Very
shoot.
True. Okay. Which of the 3 vehicles tires are you going for?
The rear left one. It's the one that's closest to me. Of the truck.
Of the truck?
The
okay.
lorry, yep.
Okay. Please make an attack roll with the sniper rifle. And
how do I do that again?
You basically just make the same kind of attack roll you would make for any of your energy weapons, because it is an energy weapon. So roll a d20, add your bonuses to attack and any bonuses to dex and training in energy weapons.
That's a 12 on the dice in case you can't see it.
Okay.
So
what are your bonuses?
I have a +3 attack bonus, +1 for it being an energy weapon.
Mm-hmm.
1 for a dex bonus. Is that what it is?
Yep.
So it's +5. Anything else do I add to it?
That's all. So a total of 17. I'd say the moving vehicle of a tire has like an armor class of 5. So you hit it. Please roll me a 2d8 damage.
Okay. Oh no, I have to find d8s. I wasn't prepared for combat.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
I hope you roll better with the d8s than you have with the d6s.
Shush. No one else for your opinion, man. Hey, I'm just as devastated as you about it. Alright. It was 2?
Yep, 2d8.
That's a 5 and a 2.
Okay. Now tell me, what part of, like, you're aiming for the tire, yes?
Yes.
Were you aiming for the part of the tire nearest to the road, or somewhere else?
Whichever part's more visible. Probably, like, that part.
So, the front section. Okay, so you are probably lying on your belly, are kind of, like, panicked and concerned, with Lockie, like, breaking down a gun next to you. You're like, I should move. But you see a shot, it's moving, you take it, and you just, like, as you pull back, you see the bolt fly incredibly quickly to its destination, this being like the first time you fired the damn weapon. It feels good to fire something this powerful and with this much range, but with literally 0 recoil. It just goes. And
she's in love with it.
And since a vehicle of this size has like 2 side-by-side tandem wheels on each axle, the shot goes through the first one, destroys it, and keeps going, and punctures the second one. So the external tire blows up, and a savage leak is now forming in the one behind it, and the vehicle continues to trundle. Darius, from your position, you probably see a flash of light and feel the performance of the vehicle get a little bit worse as it's driving along.
I'm going to, in the truck, just yell, stop the truck, stop the truck.
Okay. The vehicle probably gets to, like, they aren't going to stop until they are fully clear of the intersection they're being fired upon. So I'd say they get to probably here, or like partway down this road. So not in the intersection, but like down this road about 20-30 meters, and then the convoy comes to a full stop. All 4 commander units from both vehicles pile out, guns ready, checking all the angles, being very precise and concerned, and are just like locking things down. But,
Set up a defensive perimeter. I need to look at the server now.
the guard in the vehicle with the driver says, "I will protect him." And the driver looks a bit shook behind the wheels, like, they said this would be easy, man.
Catalina's gonna, after taking that shot, be like, "That was good." Right, and then start helping Lockie pack stuff down so that we can GTF the fucko.
Yeah, I'd probably send out a text saying they've set up a defensive perimeter. They're just going to stay put for the moment. Just leave them alone and let me do what I need to do for the moment.
Well, there are probably two things you would notice, Darius, as you jump out of the vehicle and are going towards the back. This convoy does have two armed drones that were kind of escorting it, and as you are going towards the back, both of them peel off and are going towards the intersection where the fire was coming from. You can see kind of like intermittently as the door opens that each one of these Hummers has like a drone pilot inside who is just like at a console piloting a drone through a screen.
Okay, I'll just fuck, I can't perform a hack on them while I'm on the move and about to hack a server. I can't do that many things at once. I'll just send another text out to... Yeah, go Alice.
I was gonna say, it's just, I wanted to let you guys know it's 10 past.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll just send a text out to Lockie and Catalina and just say, drones incoming.
Okay. You are able to run around the side of the truck, and as you're doing so, it's probably now exceedingly apparent that there is propaganda blaring from the billboard up on the side of this building. So it's probably, so like here, like a big billboard about like 15 stories up.
Where is it?
Like here.
I'm actually gonna say yell to one of the drone operators as I'm going to the back of the truck and just say, "You with me."
Okay, roll me persuasion.
Alice, can you do that?
You sure you trust me? A 6 and a 1, that's not awful.
I mean, it's an 8.
Yeah, not bad. The technician for one of the drones sees you, sees the like determination in your eyes, and he just goes, "Oh, yep, okay." He takes a moment. You glance over, and you can hear the sound of one of the two drones like landing, because it seems like these drones can't operate in any way autonomously. So it lands. He like closes his drone control case, jumps out of the back, and follows you to the back of the lorry. Actually, a thing I can do is this, because I prepared tokens for all of these guys. Give me a minute to move them along. So, there we go. Okay, so we have. Don't you dare! Okay, we're good. These two are in the vehicle. The first drone control guy jumps out and goes with you. Second guy is in the lead vehicle. And then the rest of these guards are all just like spreading out, forming a defensive perimeter in strategically advantageous locations. Okay, so yes, you have a random drone control technician who is with you as you approach the back of the lorry and go to crack it open.
Bring your drone over. We're going to need it.
It's just a gun drone. What do you need it for?
Physical transport of data. Sending over the network at the moment is probably too dangerous. If we move it in storage, it'll be fine. A drone can move it quicker than we can.
It doesn't have much onboard space.
No, strap this to it, and I pull out Primal's core.
Oh. Okay. Like he waits for you to open the back of the lorry, and once you do, he like props his case open on the deck. He's all like gets it going again, and brings the drone over.
It doesn't need to be connected physically. Just tie it down.
Okay, so as you pull open the back of the lorry, he lands the drone on top of Primal's core, pulls out every tech's best friend, duct tape, and just starts going around it over and over and over again.
Okay, I'm going to climb into the back and have a look at this server.
Okay, you jump on into the back of the lorry and see the server is a lot bigger than initially anticipated. Your normal conventional server tower is maybe this big by this big, and there's just lots of them. This server has clearly been designed to be self-sufficient while it was in transport, so it has attached to it power reactors and things like that. So, and its size is maybe 10 times as big as a normal server, so it's occupying maybe half the internal space of this lorry.
Yep.
You can go on inside. It is humming, it is active, and it is functional.
Yep.
And I think that is where we are going to end the session, because it's 20 past 10, and that feels like a good narrative beat. You have managed to use your confidence and booming authority to get the convoy to pull over. Kathleen and Lockie have caused a distraction, and we will see what happens with the rest of the heist next week. Sound good?
Oh, heck.
I weren't expecting you to shoot a building. That escalated real quick. I was expecting a shot into the air, so it was like, oh shit, there's gonna be a war zone around here, not we're currently in one.
Well, you told him
No
to shoot. You didn't
instructions were
specify.
given.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, what happened to the building that was behind the church is what I want to know.
You mean... Okay, so...
That
38 fucking damage.
So hang on a second. I'm gonna pull us all over to the full map of the capital. So let's think about this logically. So the roof of the shopping center complex is where Lockie was. So he was right over here, and he fired a shot and hit here. On the bottom left corner of the temple. So he fired all the way across, big diagonal line, and yeah, you are correct. It probably went through the corner of the building, through the glass, through the pot planters, and some occasional other structural elements, and then flippin' kept going and impacted around there. So it probably would have hit the glass wall of an office building, because a lot of those buildings having cantilever structures, so the external walls are just glass. So, oh god, it kept going.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Actually, hang on, wait.
Ash, what's the range on the rifle?
On the railgun, you don't want to know.
What is it?
1,200. No,
Okay.
1,000, 2,000 meters.
That thing has gone at least 1,000 meters from point of origin.
You've leveled the city block.
Because unless he's shooting down from where he is to where he fired, it's just going to keep going.
So, if it kept going, eventually, I think the thing it would have hit eventually is the like security wall on the edge of the city, which is within 100 meters of where Lockie was firing from.
And it would embed itself quite deep.
Yes.
You know those slow-mo pictures of like a bullet being shot through a balloon and a glass and a cup and shit? I'm thinking that's what's happened.
Yeah.
There's all these people in the line of fire that are holding an object and it's just passed through them. And they've gone, "Pop!"
I mean, it's above head height.
So, how do you feel about what you've done today, Ash?
Get big or go home.
You fired one railgun round, and it's just gone through like 2-3 buildings, and then impacted in a very thick brick wall.
I
If
mean,
you think that this means that Lockie is going to show more self-control with this, you are the complete opposite.
hang on. You got mad at me for a single casualty. There's going to be a lot more than one from this.
Okay.
Well,
so,
They wanted him to do it.
I mean,
what
guys,
a game, guys. What a game.
guys,
Gary
it's
has got plastic surgery. Lockie destroyed several buildings and ruined a lot of people's day. And
Ruined a lot of
from
people's
gas into
lives.
Now, bear in mind, both of these are office buildings, and this convoy is happening at 10 p.m., so it's very unlikely that these buildings are heavily or even at all occupied at this time
We
of night.
probably just
Cleaners.
killed Cleaner.
You may...
Or two.
Or a
Hang
few
on.
security
Oh,
cleaners.
no.
I mean,
what
it's not that big of a shot.
It seems...
It's the problem is it's the way railguns work and the way their ammunition travels.
I'm well aware of how
It's-
they work.
Like
Why I got one.
it's not
I mean,
something
if it,
that like
if it
hits
goes
a wall
through
and
a
then
house,
stops. No.
yeah, if it goes through a floor of a building that people are on, it doesn't matter where on the floor they are. The shrapnel is going to be close to deadly.
Mr. Khalil
interject here, please?
isn't going to make it home tonight.
Can I just interject here, please? No, Pim. Killing people, civilians who are completely innocent, is not the right thing to do. Also,
It's
Lockie.
just not on.
Wow!
It's just not on, Pim.
Hey, hey,
It's just not
hey.
on, Pim. You just can't do that.
Two things. One, Lockie didn't realize just how powerful it would be with his modifications. And two, plausible deniability. He doesn't know that he killed someone, so therefore...
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is exactly how it works. Hang on, I'm going to scroll up through our conversations on Discord and try and find exactly what I wrote for what happens to this weapon. Here we go. Yes, custom mod, irresponsibly built.
If I fail my luck save, it explodes.
Yep.
Wait, what? That's point blank railgun exploding is.
Oh no, it still fires off the round, but it just basically destroys the weapon to do it.
It destroys the firing mechanisms.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
So it doesn't go boom boom.
It's kind
Yeah,
of like
I-
a quiet jam where
Minor
the gun just kind of
implosion.
The
sparks.
yes.
The basic idea is I've supercharged the magnetic accelerator so much that it could just fail at any
And
moment.
implode. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, so basically every time he fires the weapon and it doesn't implode, there's a -2 to every future luck save that doesn't go away.
Mm.
So every time he fires it, there's just a higher and higher chance it's going to fail.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Thought you'd appreciate that.
And for that, the weapon that deals 3d8 damage now deals 4d8 damage. So, how highly did you have to roll to get like a 34 and a 4d8? That's terrifying.
I rolled 3 8s. I can't remember.
I was gonna say
That's-
there's
that's
a lot
what
of eights in
I
there.
That's why when I rolled it, I was like, ooh, that's not
Hang
good.
on, but 3 8s are 24. How did you get to 34?
+2 is what it is? No, oh, sorry, it should be less than that, sorry. I was thinking of the spike throw that's got the +2 to damage.
Oh yeah, because that's so much work, you know. Like
That's just,
24 is like so much less. No, it isn't.
just a quick double check. If that
You
had,
have
for
like
example,
3 Charleses.
yes, so if that had hit one Dr. Charles Barker, he would have been literally dead.
I
Because
mean,
you
yeah.
you only have 16 hit points, so that would have taken you from your max to below -10 in one shot.
Yep.
He must have been made of something weak, like paper mache or Charles.
I mean, it's a railgun. I think if you're brought to 0 by a railgun, it doesn't really matter if it takes you to -10. It's almost like a ship-based weaponry.
Oh wait,
It's
yeah,
it's
The thing
it's
is,
heavy,
I can actually revive someone that's been hit by a railgun.
but it's heavy weapons. So if you're
Yeah.
taken to 0 by heavy weapons, you're pasted anyway, aren't you?
Unless you've got a psychic healer.
Who can knit you back together from your DNA?
I can literally like revive someone from a head as long as I do it within like 2 turns of their death.
So
Romney said that's not healing, that's meat Lego.
Yes, that's the point.
I'm not sure if I'm amused or
Romney!
mortified.
Can I leave with just that in my head?
And then if I was to be at level 4 Biosonic, if I got hit with that, I wouldn't die anyway. Because at least a piece of me would remain, and I would heal from that piece.
yes, a nice juicy meat chunk of Dr. Charles gets left
Oh,
behind
fuck,
on
he's perfect
the
cell.
pavement.
He's perfect cell, but more annoying.
Okay, we should.
Okay.
On that note, we should raid someone so that we can stop
Yes,
talking about
let's
meat Lego.
raid. Let's escape this line of questioning.
Yeah, I definitely didn't murder people.
I did make some rolls. Unfortunately, one Mr. Khalil is not going to make it home to his family.
It's okay.
Also,
We won't
that
find out about that until next week.
depending on how fast that truck was
No.
driving, it would not have been able to maintain control very well with a busted tire.
Well, they were stationary, and then the vehicle
Blow out one of its
moved.
tires. It would have been fine.
2 of its tires. I took out the double rear tire on the left.
Yeah, so they've got
So-
5 rows of 2 tires on each side. So you've taken out you've taken out 2 of what, 20 tires. Semi-trailers.
It's not that big, is it?
He is correct. Like,
Okay.
it's a full-length lorry.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a smaller one. Oh, good.
It's all good. You have dealt some damage to the vehicle, but it's got a lot of redundant tires.
That's fair. As a vehicle that size should have.
Mm.
So
Shall we raid?
watching videos of the US's railgun firing and
Yeah, they
What
do
it
it off a
does-
ship-based weapon, and the entire
Plate
ship
armor?
rocks. Yep,
Mm.
it's fucked. It's fucked.
yeah, those buildings were like styrofoam. Like it wouldn't have stopped until it hit like the wall, and then it would have left like a 4-foot crater in the wall.
Look, it does depend on the size of the projectile,
Mhm.
Yeah, but
As well as its
we're talking
velocity?
space future here.
but no, it's not just that. It's also that he is using a ship-based weapon as a land-based weapon, not a.
It's-
It's,
not quite
it's a
that
heavy
big.
weapon. It's not a ship-based weapon. But it's a
Yeah.
heavy weapon.
The damage done by heavy weapons does scale appropriately to people, so that's fine. However, damage from like ship weapons doesn't scale properly to people, and it's assumed that if any ship-based weapon hits someone, they're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they're meat paste.
Like
Right.
even a sand thrower, which deals 1d4 damage, just like eviscerated 5 people in one of the playthroughs I've seen of this campaign.
Anyway.
It did it in our first game.
It
Because
did.
like got into the ship and then aimed at all their fighter jets and went, well, fuck you guys, and just blew the entire fucking joint up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you guys don't need to be alive anymore. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So who we
raiding?
raiding?
We can raid the game from
Got Game Stormers, got Grey Devils on probably drawing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he's drawing if we wanted to raid him. He's only got 1 viewer.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is
Okay, everybody. We'll be back next week for more shenanigans and the conclusion of this truly terrifying heist that has gone off to an absolutely amazing start. There's
Sure.
Yeah, it was like, highly planned. Chaos
I
and
was like,
confusion
We're
everywhere.
not gonna have to kill anyone this time because I can now like hide people, and everyone died.
There's anti-government propaganda blaring right around the corner from where this convoy is parked. There's explosions. There's considerable structural damage. It's a grand old time.
The revolution is now.
So, someone
Yes, pretty
spell,
much. At least they're gonna blame the propaganda. That much is certain.
someone spell
Yes,
it to
Alex?
me.
GREYDEV1L.
Y V
DEV
Oh.
1L.
Grey Devil. With a 1 instead of an I.
Yeah.
Aha! Found it.
Episode 62. Meet Lego and you. Fucking Robbie.
You know what? We're gonna leave you guys on that note. Say hi to our friend for us and show him some support. He's drawing and he's streaming, and show him some love.
Bye, Romney.
See you guys.
Is that
Please,
true?
please be there next week, Romney.
Huh?
Please.
Bye.
Daredevil? Yeah, it's Luke.
No. Is that